Hello, my name is Doreen Ellen Beldotan, and after a day's rest from a marathon of watching the videos on Ronit Emerald's channel on YouTube, and sleeping on it eventually, and sleeping very fitfully, I have no recourse but to conclude that people working in social services, the entire systems, have to be investigated on the local, national, and international levels, and there are people who need to be charged with crimes against humanity, serial crimes against the weakest people in society, the most needy people, the most helpless people, the most gentle people. That which I have seen on Ronit Emerald's channel rivals that which I remember hearing when I saw films of the Nuremberg trials. I do not use the word atrocity easily. I don't like people who use that word to gain political capital. I'm certainly not one of the people that uses the word to lessen its meaning with overuse. I'm using the word atrocities now, because that's what these are. When babies are stolen out of a hospital, and when they have either behavioral problems or for whatever reason they are not suitable for fostering or adoption, they are put into institutions for people who are retarded when it's known that they are not retarded, and they're kept there. One man was kept there for 30 years. Another woman who was kept in an institution for the mentally retarded, who was not mentally retarded, relates a story of receiving the following punishment. She was stripped down to her bra and panties, tied to a stretcher, left out in the open, and the staff told the other residents at the institution that they could do with her as they liked, including urinating on her. And then she was told that after that was all over, that she would be buried. She went back to that institution with someone who was investigating what she said, and when she got there, a man at the institution who remembered her came to the door, and she said to him, "Do you remember the day that I was outside?" And he told the same story that she told. He did remember it. Yes, he did. That's his true story. We are dealing with atrocities, and they have to be dealt with as atrocities. And I am asking people in Israel and all over the world who know of stories, who have experienced stories, experienced horrors at the hands of the social workers, to turn to the various human rights groups with a request that they be charged with serial crimes against the most helpless people in society, in humanity. Recently, I have been learning a little bit about the underlying levels of law that exist, and I'm mentioning this because I know how profoundly corrupted the judicial systems are in all countries. It may behoove some of us to see if we can investigate and charge them according to common law, or to Roman civil law, or to natural law. It may be we may find more justice according to those systems in our various countries. And I'm turning to those who know a lot more about this to look into it. Natural law has been hijacked as a cause by the followers of the Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, those people who do a transcendental meditation. We know that when something is of tremendous value, what the systems tend to do is have it co-opted and preempted by a specific group that has some kind of a take on the world that the average citizen, the average person would not feel comfortable with. That being the case, please do not reject natural law out of hand, even if you're not if you're not a transcendental meditator. I'm not a transcendental meditator, but I still think that natural law is something very important to look into. This is a plea. This is, I'm begging. This cries out for justice. These people have committed serial atrocities against those who deserve the most help, and their families, and they must be brought to justice. Thank you for listening.